Welcome to the Daily Thesis. From the market chaos, your deep dive into the week's pivotal shifts in markets and society. Trump again blasted Jerome Powell, calling him a major loser. The insult capped escalating attacks on the Fed chair. Trump now studies ways to sideline Powell without firing. One option is demoting Powell to a regular board seat. Another is installing an interim chair during emergencies. He could refuse to renominate Powell when the term ends. Scholars debate if demotion could survive an inevitable court fight. History shows presidents rarely meddle so deeply with Fed leadership. Investors fear politicized policy could unanchor inflation expectations. Treasury yields already ticked higher on renewed governance uncertainty. The dollar may weaken if Fed credibility erodes. Next up, turning from Washington drama to the Vatican's somber news. Pope Francis died Monday in his Vatican apartment aged 88. The cause was a stroke leading to irreversible heart failure. Francis led 1.4 billion Catholics with compassionate leadership. His papacy struggled to fully address clergy abuse scandals. Francis modernized Vatican finances and widened the College of Cardinals. Conservative critics resisted many reforms, testing his consensus efforts. World leaders praised his humility and called for climate action. Millions more. Yet questions remain about future doctrine and outreach. Back to the Wall Street. Investor behavior tells another cautionary tale on Wall Street. Insider selling surged before Trump's tariff shock rattled markets worldwide. Mark Zuckerberg led the pack, unloading 1.1 million Meta shares. The sales raised $733 million for his charitable foundation initiatives. Oracle CEO Safra Catz sold 3.8 million shares for $7 million. JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon disposed of $234 million during February volatility. On April 14th, Dimon sold an additional 639 shares, worth $31.5 million. Analysts link timing to tariff uncertainty and tech valuations, peaking mid-February. Market observers expect repurchases once prices stabilize after tariff fallout. Turning to global coordination, finance leaders confront the tariff crisis collectively. Finance chiefs met in Washington amid escalating global trade wars. Tariffs may cut $2 trillion from GDP by 2027. Bloomberg Economics forecasts global growth at 2.7%. Delegates fear U.S. willingness to exit multilateral institutions like IMF. Some ministers pursue bilateral deals while deepening partnerships with China. China portrays itself defender of rules-based trade, courting nervous partners. European ministers seek car and drug exemptions to blunt tariffs. Emerging economies fear weaker IMF leaves them open to crises. A US review of memberships due August raises negotiation stakes. Observers lament breakdown of G20 coordination during overlapping shocks. Yet many delegates still view Washington as indispensable financial anchor. Finally, hedge funds seek capital beyond Washington. Goldman Sachs hosted 100 hedge fund titans in Abu Dhabi. Ken Griffin and Paul Singer discussed markets battered by tariffs. Singer warned the dollar could lose reserve status amid risks. Griffin criticized government inefficiency and Europe's dependence on US defense. Attendees eyed Gulf sovereign wealth as American capital turns defensive. Abu Dhabi's $1.7 trillion funds now entice bruised Wall Street. The summit reflected the Emirates' rise as a financial powerhouse. Breakout rooms buzzed with quant and private credit pitches. Gulf investors now demand transparency and alignment before writing checks. Hedge fund managers hope Gulf allocations offset US redemption pressures. Their scramble underscores how tariff uncertainty reshapes global. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, tap subscribe, and ring the bell to never miss our next market tale. Until tomorrow, watch the charts and keep your stories in motion.